concerned about getting him back because he's your holder, because he's your long snapper, and because one mistake there that changes the game? Is that something that you had in your mind too, to make sure that he was good to go just for those responsibilities as much as anything else?
Well, again, it was funny. I was talking to Andy at the Mayor's Cup thing, and they had a kid that was out for 10 days too with heat, and this month is considerably cooler than last year at this time. 3 or 4 degrees, which is significant, and obviously when you're talking about 88 or 92 or 93. So I think he had some heat and issues, and there's a protocol that you got to follow, and he's not in the condition that he was prior to that. He's starting to get it. He's got 2 or 3 more days here, but I think he's improving, and he's going to play a significant role in the game. I mean, he holds for us. He's a snapper, and certainly he'll play a lot for us at tight end.
So he's going to be your holder and long snapper.
Well, it's either going to be him or somebody else, but we're going to let that shake out here during the week.
Coach, their left tackle, Villanova, he's a local kid, right in Cocos Valley. I'm just curious, did you look when you were here?
Yeah, again, none of these kids here, whether it was Caesar or Dempsey or all these guys, this was kind of like the last time in the recruiting process that we really struggled. And the year before, the Kakulas and those guys, they wouldn't even look at us. They didn't even entertain. So he's another guy in that where we were still a really, really bad team. Matus and Kukula and all those guys last year were really good players.
Right.
Ventrone, all those guys. None of them wanted to come. It was 0-11 or 0-12, whatever that year was in 05. 06. Yeah, 06, we weren't much better. We were 1-11 and had the longest losing streak in the world. So, but then, once we started to get it turned and started winning 4, 5, and then 9, I think we're starting to recruit at a different level. So hopefully that will start to kick in for us.
Okay, and now this year he's projected as an NFL player and everything like that.
Easily.
And left tackle. Now you have one of the best rush ends maybe in the conference, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you go one-on-one with him? And I don't want to give away secrets, I know.
Yeah.
Or do you put Adrian on the other side?
Well, it's hard. I mean, you can't just change your whole scheme to find a matchup, but they'll match up, we'll match up, we'll try to do whatever we got to do, but not at the expense of giving up a big play or having a mental error or playing the game slower. So, Adrian's going to see a lot of good tackles this year. Here's one, then Central Michigan, and then UConn's got a great offensive line coming back, and certainly Penn State. So,
so is this a marquee matchup in the game, do you think?
I mean, you guys do the matchups. I just coach the game. I mean,
right.
But you guys do the pregame matchups. But is this kid legit? He's a good player. He's got length. He's got power. He can move his feet laterally in the pass protection, and he can root you out of there. But he's a really good player, and one of the best we'll see all year.
How much better was this Villanova team than the Villanova team that showed up last September?
I think it's considerably better. Again, I think they have all their playmakers back. They really do. When you look at it, they have all the guys that are national award list guys that have won a championship, and so it's a great challenge for us. To be honest with you, so it should be a lot of fun. I mean, I'm excited about it. It's the same thing I said to you guys a year ago. Man, this is fun. It's got a meaningful game. I mean, people are starting to talk about it. There's a little buzz about it. I don't think anybody really knew what it was a year ago. But both teams, it's like the Big Five. Villanova, would, our game against Villanova, obviously, that was a big win for our basketball program. And then Villanova plays Penn, and they get held to the lowest or second lowest. So throw the records out when you play these city games, and I think that's what it's going to be.
Coach, could the depth chart change again before game day?
I don't think. Kevin, it can obviously any day, but I'm looking at it here real quick. I mean, there could be a couple of changes. I don't anticipate re-releasing anything. Just looking at it real quick, I think it's pretty accurate. But they do compete every day, and I think you'll see just about everybody that's on here in the game.
When you talked about your receivers and you recruited heavily at that position, you talked specifically about it wasn't so much about, yeah, it's nice to see him get open, but you wanted guys to go up and get the ball. If it wasn't a perfectly thrown pass, you talked about how Mike had responded in that area. Did you see more growth and development in that area over the summer where guys, even if the ball wasn't right there, they were going after the ball, being aggressive and
Yeah.
doing those little things?
I hope, I hope, I could say it, I could say what I saw, or the coaches can say we're improved there, but the bottom line is we gotta see it Friday night. We gotta see it, from the quarterback standpoint, we gotta see it from the receiver standpoint, and certainly the tight ends. We need better performance in the pass game than we've had, the last couple of years. And we need more balance, so, hopefully we'll see that. I'm excited about what I've seen, but we gotta see it on game day.
Any other questions? We'll be right back with the players. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Al.